Hey, welcome to Group 1's presentation about heresy. I'm just looking through the Bible here, and John chapter 1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning." And then skip on down to verse 14, and it says, "The Word became flesh and made His dwelling among us." There are those who disagree with that in the early church. And so to give you a synopsis on this thing that we call Arianism, here's a little video that we made for you. I hope you like it.
Hello, how was your weekend?
Well, except for the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Colts, it was pretty nice.
I'm sorry to hear about the Chiefs. Speaking about the Chiefs, how would you like to go on a date with me this weekend?
Do not take this the wrong way, but I've got a project due for my basic Christian doctrine class, and I really need to focus on it.
Where are you going to school at?
Asbury Theological Seminary. A community called.
You don't say. I'm graduated from Asbury. Who is your professor?
Professor Philip Talon.
He's still teaching there? Him and I go way back. Perhaps I can be of assistance to you in this project?
Well, perhaps. But this isn't a date.
Right. So?
Did this just get awkward?
No. I'm sorry. How can I help?
What do you know about heresies?
I know that a heresy is defined as an opinion, doctrine, or practice contrary to the truth, or to generally accepted beliefs or standards.
Okay. Are you familiar with the heresy of Arianism?
Let me see what I can remember. This particular heresy is named after the priest Arius, who was born around 270 BC. He was a priest at one of the main churches in Alexandria. Is that correct?
Very good. Tell you what, if you can answer all of my questions correctly, I will let you take me out to Dairy Queen for a dipped cone. How does that sound?
Woohoo. Yeah. I suppose that would be fine.
True or false? Arius believed that Jesus was not divine, but created by God as a lesser being, and used as an instrument in the creation of the world, and for the reconciliation of sinful humans.
True?
That is correct. How about this one? True or false? The main problem for Arius that led to this false teaching of Jesus was the question of how God in all of his fullness could become a man.
True. This is easy. Give me something a little more difficult.
Good job. You must have paid attention in class. Here's an essay question. List 3 reasons why this view of Jesus is a problem.
Piece of cake. Reason number 1 is, because if Jesus was not divine and only a created being, then he could not have been an adequate bridge from humanity to the divinity of God.
Well said. What is the second reason?
Reason number 2 is that Arianism denies that God could be known perfectly through Jesus Christ. Jesus could not have had perfect knowledge of God as a mere creature, separate from the divine being.
All right. You are 2 out of 3. Don't mess this one up. What is a third reason?
A third problem with Arianism is who would want to worship or be like a God who does not give of himself, but sends a lesser being to do his work for him. If Arianism is true, then God is disconnected and isolated from his beloved creation. Is this correct?
You got it.
Yes. What else do you have for me?
What is the key issue at stake in combating this heresy?
Jesus is one being, and of the same substance with the Father. Fully divine yet fully human.
And bingo was his namia.
Actually, Jesus of Nazareth was his name.
Yeah. I didn't mean. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. So, should I pick you up at 7?
Pick me up at 7, and don't be late.
Okay. Bye.
See you later.
Now you heard those guys talking about the smackdown between Arius and Athanasius. It's easy for you to say. But we wondered what it would be like if Arius had come out the theological champion there. So we rewrote a hymn in the Methodist hymnal and re-recorded that. So take a look at this.